Hi, welcome to your new Conquest. My name is Zach. I'm going to be showing you around. We're going to take a look at the inside and then we'll jump around to the out. Alright, walking up to the camper, you're going to come up to your battery disconnect. Battery disconnect is going to turn off everything in the camper except for the carbon monoxide detector. That has a safety feature that will always draw power, so if you are storing your camper away for a longer period of time, I would disconnect the negative and or take that battery out and store it away inside. This power switch right here is going to give power to the front door. Looking above that, you got the fire extinguisher, a light switch for the front door. Then you're going to have the auto leveling system. Auto leveling system, you need to have the slides out before you do it, so it's in a final resting position. You need to have the key to off. It'll let you know if it has excessive slope. If it does have excessive slope, it'll look something like this. You'll have red lights, and then you'll manually have to get rid of those red lights by going up and down with the jacks until those lights are all gone, and then you're able to hit auto level. Auto level will take a good 3-4 minutes. It's best if no one's inside the camper so it can configure itself faster. If it ever is giving you a hassle, the best thing that you can do is hit all retract, make them jacks go all the way up, and it should reset itself, and then you'll just have to start over. Now it is complete. We'll take a step in. Alright, looking above your front door here, you're going to have your control system. These are going to be your readers: gray tank, black tank, fresh tank, and your battery. The lights grow as the tanks fill up. For the black tank, we like to say 2/3 full is when you want to pull those, and leave a little bit in your gray tank to pull after. The generator, the first 50 hours you need a oil change, and then every 100 after that. To start it, we're going to hold the stop button. It's going to prime it. I like to hold it a little bit longer than that light goes, just so that gas is going through there good. We'll hold the start button. It starts up for us. We hold stop to stop it. Awning light, porch light, ceiling lights, water heater, water pump for the fresh tank when you're in the middle of nowhere. Awning in and out, and slide outs in and out. For the awning, you have this little tab right here. You're going to pull in that tab, pull the arm down, and go to the desired height of what pitch you would want it at. Okay, taking a look at the fridge. The freezer settings are going to be right in the back, and the fridge are going to be up top. Right below that, you have your breakers and your fuses. I would definitely bring some fuses with me when you're going camping, because at campgrounds you never know if you're gonna pop one or not. Next to that, you got the carbon monoxide detector. Again, that always draws, so if you are storing away for a longer period of time, take that battery out. There's a reset button on here if you know there is no gas for sure. Alright, walking toward the back, so you got the bunks. They each got their own light. Going into the master bedroom, you got 110 outlets and USBs next to the bed. Manual fan, then the light switch, and the thermostat. The thermostat is a touchpad. Don't use it like a button. If you use it like a button, it will break. You just touch it, go to the desired setting that you would like. Onto the bathroom. We like to say leave a gallon of water in the tank with the toilet chemicals just so it's swishing around, nothing dry. If you're ever at full hookup, don't leave the valve open. Always let the tanks get to 2/3 full. Pull them, empty them, clean them out, close them up. Put the toilet chemicals in there with a gallon of water again. If you leave it open at a full hookup, the smell will arise. The tank heater, those are pads on the tanks. Just trying to keep them from freezing if you are winter camping. Taking a look at the kitchen, above your faucet you're going to have all your manuals and the curtain that goes between the front window. Your microwave, it's pretty self-explanatory. There is a manual in the manuals if you do need to reference it. Go into the stove and oven. This is your igniter right here. It constantly keeps rotating over. But to turn it on, go over, click it, it turns on. The oven, this is also your igniter. You just have to watch for the pilot light. This is the longest gas line. It will take the longest to light, but what you will do is hold this into the pilot light and keep clicking that over until you see a flame come right where that spark is going. And then you'll be able to roll this all the way over and the oven will turn on. This is just a little light. For the couch next to the oven, you're going to pull right here, pull it out, grab from the back, and then you also do have your seat belts underneath. For the dinette table, you have to come underneath. You have this little bar. This bar is going to lock it in or not. Right into that little hinge. Then it's locked. And then when you take it out, then once you move that bar to put the table down, all you're going to do is go right in the center and push it down. Then you put the seats down. Create the bed. A quick tip, when you look at your AC unit, you're going to have these tabs. If you open the tabs, that will make the air come out right here. That's the fastest way to cool down the coach when you're first trying to cool it down. And then when you close them back up, they go through the air ducts. Another tip, if you take a look at your coax ports, there's a little button right there with a green light. That's going to toggle between your antenna and cable if cable is provided by the campground. We'll look at the cable imports when we get to the outside. Alright, taking a look at the front seat to the left. You're going to have your mirrors, go left or right, which mirror you want to control the direction that they're moving. And then you got the heater up there. To the left of that, you're going to have your lights, auto or manual. And then you got dimmer buttons for your front dash. Also for the front dash, you're going to use this analog to go through the dash options. Then below that, you got your speed control. And then below that, you got a little lever that's going to let you control the pitch of the steering wheel. Left joystick, windshield wipers, brights, left, right. Cameras go to which way you're turning. When you go in reverse, the reverse camera will go on. Right down here, you got the fan, high, low, normal settings like a car. Your hazard button, your traction control button to turn that off. Power outlet, USB, USB-C. Then when you go up in here, home screen, radio, disc, settings, camera, USB, Bluetooth to your phone. But when you go to settings, go to Bluetooth, and you can hook up your phone to all of this. But a lot of that's going to be getting used to. When you hit that button down, makes the screen go down. Or open. Opens it. And then right by your knee, you're going to have your brake controller, which you're going to need to play with in a parking lot. It's going to be the manual, and that's how you're going to turn it up or down. Looking at the front, you're going to have a power switch right above your head. This is going to be the emergency start. That's going to take your coach batteries and the engine batteries, put them together to start the coach if your engine batteries are low. All right, now we're going to close the camper up. You need to have the keys into the on position. And if I didn't say it before you do auto level, make sure the slide outs are out so it's in its final resting position before you raise it up. Put this in. Power just dies off once it's fully in. Also the same thing for the rear. All right, starting on the outside next to the driver's door, you got your generator box. We're gonna open this up. You're gonna see the dipstick right there. Just like the inside, you hold stop till the light comes on. Hold it a little bit longer than what it says. Let it prime. Stop. Again, the first 50, and then every 100 hours after that for oil change. Close this up. Coming to the right, you're gonna have the propane. Make sure you close this at a gas station. Open whenever you're using it. Please have this filled by a professional. Right above here is also a gas port that you're not gonna have to play with or shouldn't have to. Right here is for a solar panel. Just make sure you got that input if you want. Set a solar panel out on the ground, let it trickle charge your battery while you're camping. In here you got your coach batteries, breakers, and fuses to check if something's not working. Again, carbon monoxide detector always draws. These are the batteries you want to disconnect or take out if you are storing away for a long period of time. Little kids, let them know that that's the furnace. It gets hot, just a safety thing. Coming right over here, you got your tanks. You got your gray on your left, your black on the right. We like to say leave a little bit in your gray to pull after the black, just so that you can clean that area up before you go touching it. And then to the right of it, you're going to have your low point drains right in here. You got a blue hose, a red hose, and then to the right of that, you're going to have your fresh tank valve to empty that if you ever have to empty your fresh tank. Above that low point drain port, you're going to have the fresh tank. That's where you're going to use the water pump. You got your power cord inlet right there. Gasoline, cable and satellite if it's provided by the campground. And to the right, you're going to have the water heater. So the water heater, you are winterized right now, so the first thing you're going to have to do is go back to your low point drains. Open the low point drains up, go to your fresh tank or your city connection and start flooding water through until there is no pink in your lines. After there is no pink in the lines, you're going to go to the low point drains, close those valves up, turn off the water. Then you're going to come to your water heater. This is an anode rod. This will break down probably every 2 years. You're going to need a new one. You're going to go in here, tighten that down, plug it up. Then you're going to go right here, take this panel off, and then behind that you're going to have a blue hose and a red hose on that water heater. There's going to be valves just like on the low point drains. You're going to flip those the opposite way that they are right now, and then water will be able to enter this. So once you go to the inside, you'll turn on your hot water. Nothing's going to come out because this has to fill up first. Once it starts coming out of that hose or the faucet, that's how you're going to know that this is filled up. Also, you can come out here, pull this pressure release valve, a little water will come out. You don't want to turn this on without water. It burns up that heating element. Now that you know that there's water in here, you can go on the inside and turn that water heater on. Also, you have an electrical switch out here, so the one on the inside is going to be for the gas. Then if you're ever going to want to drain your water heater, before you take this out, what you'll want to do is do this pressure release valve, release the pressure, let it cool down, and then take this out to drain all the water out. And then to winterize would be the exact opposite of dewinterizing. Also, looking at your water heater, you do have reset buttons right here if it ever doesn't fire up for you. Just above the tanks, you're going to have your black tank flush. This is a sprinkler inside the black tank, trying to spray off the sensors of the paper towel and the gunk. This is the city water connection. This is where you're going to put the water hose This is where you're going to want a water pressure regulator. Drops down the PSI to 55 PSI. Campgrounds are pushing for everybody. You just don't want to blow out your lines. This is a little hot cold hose with the blue hose. Dog, fish, feet, side of the unit, whatever. Again, this is the fresh tank where you're going to use the water pump. Inside here you got your hoses. They give you the toilet treatment chemical to drop in, toilet paper tissue, a drinking hose, and a water pressure regulator that you put on that city connection. Best thing for maintenance before and after camping season, check all your seals. Anywhere there's silicone or caulk, make sure that you got a good bead on there. Anywhere that water can enter the trailer, that's going to give you the most problems. Your roof is a material that will dry out over time, so condition that twice a year with a roof conditioner and cleaner. You spray it on, scrub it around like you're washing a car, let it sit on there for a few minutes. Carnauba wax is the best wax to use to keep this thing nice on the outside, delam, decolorization. Also, anywhere you have a rubber seal, especially your slide outs, make sure you hit that with a rubber seal conditioner. Hit that twice a year. You spray it on, it foams up like shaving cream, it foams down, again it moistens it up, make sure that it's not drying out and letting water in.